What's up, everybody? Derek Anderson, the DA. All right, everybody, let's talk about the Weapons box office right now, which is doing absolutely incredible numbers for a film of its size. Weapons sets sight on 40 million plus domestic opening. This is for the domestic box office. Yeah, a lot of people thought Freakier Friday might come in first this weekend, but nope, Weapons got the job done. And the reason is because, look, it's just a good movie. It's just an all-around good movie, and I think a lot of people expected that coming in. The trailers didn't give too much away, and it left a lot for the imagination. So you see this little screenshot of little kids running off into the dark. They left at 2:17 in the morning and they never came home. And it's like, hey, what happened? You know, that little stir of mystery got everybody's butts out of seats. Nope, I need to go and watch it in the theaters, and I need to see what's happening. So $40 million opening is fantastic, costing just $38 million. Are you paying attention, Hollywood? All right. Are you paying attention? It only cost them $38 million. They're going to make $40 million this weekend, just domestically. Who knows what else it's going to do on the international front. And I'm pretty sure it's going to have really good legs because the word of mouth is amazing. All right. Amazing word of mouth. Yeah. So Zack Cregger, shout out to him. Shout out to WB. They say the horror formula just keeps winning. Look, it's not about a formula. It's about writing a good movie, you know, getting some good acting talent behind that movie, and then putting it all together and leaving something for the audience's interest. Like I said, they only had really one trailer that you watched, and it really didn't give anything away in the trailer. It left something open for your imagination. Oh, man, I wonder what happened to the kids. Guess I'm going to have to watch it in the theaters when it comes out, you know? And that's what the problem is, man, because right now Hollywood is falling flat. Like, yeah, Weapons is doing good. Freakier Friday, I think, for its budget is doing okay. But what about the Fantastic Four? All right. What about Superman? Like, these movies are struggling. You know, when you talk about like the formula, how they talking about the superhero formula, the Marvel formula, I say that the superhero fatigue is really Marvel fatigue, because Marvel has produced the vast majority of superhero related content over the last 10 years. People are tired of their formula, not necessarily the superhero formula. And it's starting to show, right? Like Fantastic Four, it only made $4.5 million this Friday, confirming the 60% drop that we projected for it this weekend, days ago. It's heading to around $15 million this weekend, and therefore will miss the $300 million domestic mark. Yeah, so it's dropped 60%, not the first weekend, but also the second weekend as well. All right, 67% actually in the first weekend. Compare that to where Superman was. Yeah, look what Superman did with its domestic box office drops, all right? 53%, 57%, 44%. This is phenomenal. This is phenomenal. This is what you call holding, all right? This is what you call legging it out, all right? Where you don't have something in the 60s and then another 60s and then the high 50s. You got 53, 57, 48. And then look at this. This $13 million that Superman made last weekend, all right, in its fourth weekend is going to beat or really be close to the $15 million that Fantastic Four is making in its third weekend. This is terrible for the Fantastic Four, man. This is terrible. This tells you that everybody is pretty much checked out of the Marvel Cinematic Universe. And that's why I say, you know, when you're talking about these formulas, they were mentioning it over here, the horror formula. It's not about formulas. It's about good movie making. All right. It's about casting appropriately. It's about giving fans and audiences what they're expecting, but also, you know, leaving a little bit on the table, right? Fantastic Four did a whole lot of crazy marketing and started to show us pretty much the entire movie. You didn't need to watch it to know what was happening. You could have saw clips, you could have saw trailers, you could have just put the whole movie together. You know, Weapons didn't do that. Weapons didn't do that at all. And so that's the big difference. You don't know what's happening in these movies. A lot of these studios, they're just trying to sell you so hard on the movie that they give the whole thing away. And then you might ask, well, DA, what about the word of mouth? You know, Weapons had great word of mouth. Everybody's talking about Weapons. Yeah, everybody's talking about Weapons. Everybody, you know, gave Fantastic Four, you know, mostly positive ratings. I said it was a good movie. But there's a difference between being a good movie and being, oh my God, you got to go and see it movie. There's a big difference between the two. Fantastic Four isn't a, oh my God, you got to see it movie. That's the kind of word of mouth you're looking for. You're looking for, yo, hey, you ain't seen it? You haven't seen this movie yet? That's what you're looking for. You're looking for like passion. People that are pumped, people that are talking to people. People can't shut up about the movie. That was the same thing that happened with Sinners. That's why I messed up Sinners and Weapons, because the Sinners had that exact same sort of word of mouth where everybody was talking about it. And you see how it did in its box office. All right. I think it went like 5 or 6x its opening weekend. That's what you want to see. And the exact same thing I feel is going to happen when it comes to Weapons. All right. You know, I think they say it's about $40 million. It might get up to $200 million overall for its domestic box office before it's done. And that would be incredible for a movie of its size. You know, and again, this is the lessons that all of these cats in Hollywood have to learn. People are kind of getting burnt out on the same old, same old. Fantastic Four looks more like the same old than anything else. Is it a good same old? Sure. It's a lot better than the bullshit we've been getting from the Marvel Cinematic Universe, but that don't make it good. All right, that don't make it something that I need to wait for. Oh my God, I got to go and see it now. That's what you want. You want immediacy. You want, hey, I need to go to the theaters and I need to watch this movie yesterday. Damn, I'm mad that I missed it. I can't wait to go and watch it. Or I'm going to watch it a second time. I'm dragging a friend with me that didn't see it the first weekend. I've already seen Weapons twice because it's that good. And if somebody said, hey, you down to see Weapons again? Sure, let's go. I would absolutely be down for that. 3 times a charm. Sure, why not? I enjoyed it the second time. I thought Weapons was phenomenal. I understood everything that was about to happen, and I still enjoyed the movie. Got to go see it with a crowd, too. The crowd reactions are awesome. But look, here's another problem that Marvel's having right now, all right? It's old Pedro, all right? Pedro Pascal is a major problem. A Culture Crave had posted this up. Pedro Pascal is rap filming on Avengers Doomsday, and the first thing that went through my mind was like, yo, did they kill this cat off? Did they kill off Reed already? Did they kill off Pedro? They need to. They absolutely need to, man. I don't know why they cast this guy in the first fucking place. The same with Robert Downey Jr., as a matter of fact. Somebody in one of my comments on one of my videos, I think it was one of my videos, said, what we're about to see in Avengers Doomsday is a 50-year-old Reed Richards going up against a 60-year-old Dr. Doom. Why the hell would anybody in the Gen Z generation want to watch this shit? I was like, facts. Absolute facts. Why are they trying to push all of these old people on us? Go get a younger Reed Richards. Go get a younger Dr. Doom where you can build on these cats for the next 10 years. The first time these guys showed up and they already ready to retire. It's like, bro, I've been Mr. Fantastic for far too long, man. I'm ready to call it a day. It's like, sheesh, man. You can see wrinkles and shit all over these dudes' faces. They should not be in these positions. And look, I think Doomsday is going to be an abject failure. I don't think anybody's going to come and check for this movie. You know, it just feels like same old member berries. Let's shake all of these actors that you guys have remembered from years past, and let's try to capitalize on that. We don't really have an interesting story. If they had an interesting story for Doomsday, you know what they would do? They would say, hey, we got a really good movie for you for Doomsday. We're just going to put it out there. We're not going to do all of this chairs bullshit. We're not going to see all of this updates and information. All right. We would have probably already been building up to it. Dr. Doom would have already probably showed up in a movie or two. We wouldn't have Pedro Pascal as Reed Richards. We would have been doing so much more with this. And instead, it's just going to be member berries. It's going to be, oh, look, there's Ian McKellen and there's Rebecca Romaine and Patrick Stewart coming back. And then all of the surprise cameos. That's what they're going to do. It's going to be Spider-Man No Way Home plus Deadpool and Wolverine in an Avengers movie. That's what I'm expecting it to be. So, yeah, Pedro only had a couple of days. I don't know how much filming he did, to be honest. But he's already done. Rebecca Romaine was like, shit, man, I don't know if I'm done yet. They haven't finished writing the script. You know, maybe they wrote his ass out, turned him into spaghetti and moved on. Who knows? Anyway, y'all let me know what y'all think about it. Look, man, I think Weapons, honestly, I'm glad to see Weapons doing what it's doing. All right, $40 million, fantastic movie. Go watch it. I'm never spoiling this movie for anybody, okay? I'm never going to spoil the movie. I think it's fantastic. And I hope we start to see Hollywood learn, hey, sometimes you could just make original movies. You don't have to get into the 18th, umpteenth version of the MCU, all right, and just keep pushing more and more of the same superhero movies, all right? The Marvel formula. You don't have to keep doing that. You can actually tell unique, interesting stories that are a lot of fun and bring audiences in and have audiences buzzing. I guarantee you right now, somebody is getting inspired by Zack Cregger to make something new like Weapons. All right. They're getting inspiration from those guys. Fantastic Four is like, whatever, studio slop. I've seen it all before. All right. Even though I think it's good. I think it's a good movie. But it's mostly just, yeah, same old, same old. You've seen one of them, you've seen them all. Anyway, y'all let me know what y'all think about it. Jump down in the comments, give me your thoughts and opinions on that. Thanks for watching. See you next time.